Hello, Partner Visa people. It's Joanna here, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my 3 secrets to a stress-free Australian Partner Visa application. Now, by stress-free, I mean an application where you can live your best life without stress and worry before, during, or after you've lodged your application and while it's being processed. I've been helping couples and families apply for Australian partner visas since 2015, and over that time I've had a lot of people come to me experiencing high levels of stress. It's often a motivator for people to pick up the phone and give me a call. They're stressed about all sorts of things, but there are 3 common things which I repeatedly see my clients do that reduce the stress of the situation, and I'm going to explore those 3 things with you in this video. Choosing to live together with your partner in Australia is one of the biggest and most exciting decisions that a couple can make. When that big decision also becomes a stressful experience, it can put pressure on your relationship that you just don't need. And as a couple, you definitely don't want this exciting step that you're making into your future to become a pressure point in your relationship. After all the clients I've worked with, here are the 3 things that I've seen clients repeatedly do which minimize their stress. So, what are they? The first thing is they focus on what they can control. Now, when it comes to partner visas, there are a few things that you can't control. You can't control when the decision maker will pick up your application. You can't control how many other people lodged applications on the same day or week or month as you and how that impacts processing timeframes. You can't control the Home Affairs processing priorities. They make decisions about which visas will be prioritised for processing. We don't always know what those priorities are, and we definitely can't control them. You can't control if your application is decided on a weekend, in a different time zone, in a different country, by an Australian citizen, by someone who works at an embassy offshore, or it might be decided at the end of the day when your decision maker is tired because they've had to refuse multiple visas that day. You can't control which decision maker will pick up your application. You can't control when it will be picked up. So what can you control? You can only control what you put into the application that they read. And if you can control what you put into the application, then focusing on that is really important. You can control the evidence you include, the story that you tell about your relationship, the way that you show you meet the requirements for the grant of the visa. That's what you can control. So focus on what you can control. It makes the process so much less stressful for you and for your partner. We support our clients, the people we work with, by helping them to understand all the requirements every step of the way. Right from the start, I give a no-holds-barred assessment of the likelihood of a successful application. As you're preparing the application, if we need more information, I tell you. If you don't give it to me, I remind you. If I think you should add more information during processing, I let you know. And obviously, our clients always ask questions. We focus on what we can control. Now, if you start focusing on the things you can't control, it becomes incredibly stressful. And that's when we see that putting significant strain on people's relationships. You do not want to end up with a visa but no relationship. It's really hard for people when that happens. So, the first thing I see my clients do who have no stress at all about their visa application is that they focus on what they can control. They tune out the things they can't control and we get on with the job. So that's the first thing. The second thing my stress-free partner visa clients do is that they don't compare themselves to other people. There are so many things that can impact a visa application and the speed that it's processed at. Your situation is unique as a couple. The way you met, the places you've lived, the way you choose to live your life on a daily basis. Your relationship story is unique. Your circumstances are unique. And within that unique story, there can be a whole variety of things that can impact the time it takes for your application to be processed. I'm going to tell you something that I've seen more than once. Really happy partner visa applicants can all of a sudden become really unhappy when they hear a story about somebody else. They hear about a friend or a friend of a friend or a story that they've read online or something their parents have told them about the child of a friend or someone whose story is different to theirs, but it makes them unhappy with their own situation. People often will come to me with those sort of stories, and what they're doing is they're comparing themselves to others. Don't compare yourselves to others. Predicting home affairs processing is an inexact science. It's impacted by all sorts of things, including police checks, health checks, the processing office that the application is allocated to, risk factors which you may not know about other people, all sorts of things. Don't compare yourself to another couple and the incomplete information that you have about their partner visa application, okay? Comparison is the thief of joy. If you know that you've done everything you can do to put together the best application that you can, then leave it in the lap of the gods or the hands of the home affairs decision maker. Focus on what you can control. Don't compare yourselves to others. Then go on living your life. One of the ways we support our clients is to stay in touch throughout the decision-making process. It's helpful to chat to someone who knows every detail about your application and a lot of details about your life. I regularly know things about people that their families, their employers, and their friends don't know. Don't worry about what's happening to other people because you just don't know. There's so much that you don't know about the visa story that you hear about someone else. Just focus on your own game. It's the end point that matters, not the time it takes to get there. This is one of the defining characteristics I see in my clients who are not stressed. They don't compare themselves to others because they know that the story, their own story, is the story that matters, not the story that they might read on the internet about a couple that they will never meet. So, my least stressed clients, they focus on what they can control and they don't compare themselves to others. What else do they do? The third thing my stress-free clients do is live really great lives. My stress-free clients don't let the visa application process take over their life or their relationship. They keep it in perspective. And they live really great lives and they do amazing things while their visas are being processed. They buy houses, they get jobs, they start businesses, they mind grandchildren, they go to English classes and improve their English, they travel in Australia, they travel overseas, they do the things that they really enjoy doing together, the things that define their relationship. These stress-free clients are really enjoying life together as a couple and they know that the visa is just part of the plan. It isn't their whole plan. Worrying about the visa is your job. A client said to me on the phone one day he'd rung to tell me about his new FIFO contract. There was all sorts of exciting news, new house, baby coming, that sort of thing. He was loving life. He was not letting his visa application stop him. We're not in Queensland anymore. We're over in Broome. That was another client. They called to tell me about updating their details with Home Affairs. So many of my young clients in their 20s and their 30s, they love travel, and my clients in their 40s and their 50s and 60s, and they do not let their visa application stop them from doing what they love doing together. Often they've met traveling. It's a really important part of their life. And it's so great. It's such a positive mindset to be in when you can focus on living and not waiting. Don't let it stop you from doing what you love doing together. So these are 3 characteristics that I repeatedly see of my clients that don't let the partner visa application cause them stress. Let's go over those 3 things again. I've repeatedly seen them in clients. The first one, they focus on what they can control. The second one, they don't compare themselves to others. And the third one, they live their best lives. So if you're feeling like you would like some support through the process, of course, get in touch, or you can download our free guide to partner visas. The link is below. Of course, we're here to help from start to finish. May the partner visa odds be ever in your favor. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.